everyone. Suppose you toss a coin 3 times. What is the probability that exactly 2 of the tosses results in heads? And we're going to draw a tree diagram to illustrate this situation. So the coins, you're either going to get heads or tails. So we're going to go from the first one, the first toss. You either get heads, and these are your branches. This would be your leaves. So that's first toss. Okay, second toss. If you got the heads the first time, then the second toss, you're either going to get heads or tails. Heads or tails. That's second toss. And then for the third toss, we're going to get heads or tails, heads or tails, heads or tails, and heads or tails. All right, now let's draw out our sample space. So I'm going to look at the branches and go through it that way. So for your sample space, we're going to do, you're either going heads, 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 or heads, heads, tail. And then we're going to do heads, tail, heads. See what I'm doing? So you're just kind of doing that heads, tails, heads. And then you get heads, tail, tail. All right, now let's start with this side. We're doing tails, head, head. And then we'll get tails, head, tails. Then tails, tails, head. And then tails, tails, tails. Usually when you do your sample space, we have, so this was your third toss. Since we're tossing a coin that's 2, you either get heads or tail. You do it 3 times. Your sample space is going to be 2 to the nth power. So we have 2 choices, and 3, that would be 2 to the 3rd power, which equals 8. And that's how much we have here. We have 8. Let me take this one out. A total of 8 in our sample space. So now let's answer the question. What is the probability that exactly 2 heads of the tosses in heads? So let's find 2 tails. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. It has to be exactly 2 tails. So probability of exactly 2 tails is 3 divided by 8. Because you put your total in the denominator. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.